Thank you for staying with us. On the Pundits Corner today, we are beaming our searchlight on Adamawa, Zamfara States in the north and Ondo State in the southwest. Jide, let's start from Adamawa. The dynamics in Adamawa State in 2019, in 2023, will this change?
A number of things will change, which will make the election in Adamawa very dicey, both in the presidential election and the governorship election. The Christians have always voted for Atiku. We've always voted for Atiku, the Christian-dominated parts of Adamawa. And the Christians, this time around, the Muslim ticket has altered the equation. We've seen people like Babashir, David Lawal, people like Elisha Abu, the senator who is struggling to regain his ticket now, campaigning that the Muslim ticket of the APC is wrong. And for this reason, many Christians are tilting towards the candidate of the Labour Party. So the same way that Obi is taking away some of the votes that used to go to Atiku in the south-south and the southeast, we are going to see something similar happening in Adamawa State. Even some big Christian APC members are not openly campaigning for their own party because of this religious sentiment. And this is a fact. It's difficult to see some of these big wigs in the APC who are Christians campaigning publicly for their party in order not to incur the wrath of their Christian brothers and sisters.
So
religion has come into
big factor.
Yes, it has come into this race.
Politics.
No, not a big. You see, as a bloc, they've always voted for Atiku. That's the point that I'm making.
Okay.
They've always voted for Atiku. But this time around, with Obi in the race, they see Atiku is a Muslim. They see a Muslim ticket. They are not happy about that. And no, you know that Babashir Lawal has gone to join the
Labour Party.
The Labour Party. So now,
somehow,
the people, those Christians, a good number of them will vote for Obi. And when that happens, some of the votes that Atiku used to get will not go to him. Now, to countermand that, the Muslims also intend to vote for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, seeing what their friends who are Christians are prepared to do. They want to vote for him. You see now they're preaching in the mosque, the Zalas and the rest of them, telling them that this is the ticket to go for. What this has done is to make the race tight, because Atiku will lose some of the votes that he used to get.
Even in his home states.
Yes. And if he loses some of those votes that he used to get, remember previous elections, even 2019, was close. When they had to contest against...
Our time is fast spent. Let's check out the dynamics in the governorship.
Now, for the governorship, the vote, the women's vote, because they are easier to mobilize, is very important. And now the governor, seeing that Binani was beginning to mobilize so many women, the governor went and picked a woman. And a lot of those women that we are talking about, a lot of them are Christians, belong to Christian groups. The prof that Fintri has chosen belongs to the women's group. So it was a master stroke for him to drop his deputy and pick a woman. The race for the governorship is similarly going to be tight, but Fintri has an edge because of the...
That's incumbent governor.
Yes, Fintri has an edge because of the crisis within the APC that they've not been able to resolve. You still find the No Ribadu supporters and Binani supporters working at cross purposes. They believe that
That might not help them at the end of the day.
Binani is not coming down to reach out to them to work with her. That maybe she feels that she has it also not. But the edge, the governor has an edge in what is also going to be a tight race. The governor definitely has an edge. At this stage, the presidential race is dicey, and I cannot predict at this stage who will win the presidency.
In Adamawa, but it's clear for the governorship that Amadou Fintiri might be having that edge. Moving to Zamfara State now, what are we going to have in the presidential level?
Well, the politics in Zamfara is very predictable. There are 4 parties: APC, PDP, NNPP, and Labour. The interesting thing is that the entire structures of the NNPP have now collapsed into the APC. So they don't have candidates running now. They don't have candidates running in the state. They've all defected with their structures.
The guys.
Yes, into APC. And already the APC is very strong in that state. It looks like a one-party state, because a situation in which you have all the big politicians on the APC side, and they are also contesting positions. People like Abdulaziz Yari, Kabir Marafa, Sabi Yahu, Sani Jaji, all big wigs, Umar Moriki, all big wigs. They are all now together, unlike before when they were fighting. Like before when they were fighting, they are now working together. PDP still has some strong politicians like Bilbis, Ikira Aliu Bilbis, Dauda Lawal, the candidate who is from Gusau. They are quite strong in Gusau. They are strong in Gume, Bukuyum, and Safe, where Bilbis comes from. But I project that in Zamfara State, APC will have a clean sweep for the National Assembly, State Assembly, and the presidential election.
Okay, let's go to the governorship now. The Governor Matawale.
That's why I said we move beyond that. APC will have a clean sweep. The governorship, they will win the governorship, they will win the National Assembly seats, they will win the State Assembly seats. Zamfara is looking extremely strong for the APC.
Everything going
because everybody is working together. And the campaign, the door-to-door campaign that Governor Matawale has instituted is very strong. It's forcing some of these people to realize that, look, we can't go anywhere.
And finally, myself, Ondo State.
Ondo State is, in the last election, PDP did well in Ondo State. The last presidential election, National Assembly election.
Yes.
In the National Assembly election, PDP won 2 Senate seats.
Yes.
APC won 4, PDP won 3, SDP won 1, ADC won 1. Now, the 2 candidates, the 2 Federal House of Reps members from ADC and SDP, they've joined the APC. And one of them is Makinde, Abiola Makinde, popularly known as Oshaprapra, is the new kid of the block, the new king of Ondo Kingdom politics. He defeated Mimiko and his candidate in the last election.
Central.
Now he's gone to join the APC. The people used to quarrel in the APC in those days, quarrel with the governor. People like Olusola,
Kekemeke.
All of them
is now even
all of them are now singing from the same hymn book. They are all back in the APC. APC and the governor has also done well, clearing salary arrears. There are many things going for the APC.
So for presidential?
For the presidential, they are all working together. APC will win the presidential in Ondo State. The governor is working hard, campaigning from senatorial zone to senatorial zone. This is a man that they said is a Sikh, but he's going from senatorial zone to and is amassing huge crowds. It's being received by huge crowds. So, because it's not joking with the contest, and everything is looking really good.
And for 2 weeks after, them. He's not going for governorship. 2 weeks after, they want to do the State House of Assembly, and they want the Assembly to go back.
Yes, he's taking all the elections seriously. And again, just as I projected for Anambra, I expect the APC to win the presidential election as well as dominate the National Assembly and State Assembly elections in Ondo State.
All right, that's the measure himself, Babajide Kolade Otitojo. I want to thank GKB earlier, and that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode of the program. You can watch the repeat broadcast tonight at 11. Join us this Sunday for Journalist Hangout on Sunday between 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. We are youtube.com/TVC News Nigeria. Jide, we'll continue tomorrow with this pundit.
We're in a race against us.
Yes.